All right, I wanted to show some of what I've been working on with this 3D printing, which, by the way, super addictive. I've gone from taking this Bandai model, measuring it with a digital caliper to get some ballpark dimensions, and then off of that creating my own versions of that with some extra features. This is an X-ray view in SketchUp, and I like SketchUp because I've used it before. I briefly used it to make homes three-dimensional. So I went from this, and then my first try ever was this. And then we have some extra features that start happening. The piece, because you gotta have the puzzle piece, come on. You gotta be able to take the puzzle piece out. We keep going, and I just keep adding more detail, right? And just experimenting more. I get some different filament colors. And I quickly went to the smallest that I could make it with accurate. Right now, this one doesn't have a faceplate on it. I'll show you with another. But I've made so many of these little revisions, and I make them better and better. And I'm excited to share them too, because this was like the Millenium Puzzle, super iconic. So I got some things that I'm trying to do with it, and I'd love to get your feedback on it. Because to me, I've always wanted to make things in the hobby. I wanted to design things. I wanted to add value. There's so much in this Yugioh community and on YouTube and in general where it's just consuming everybody else's stuff. Everybody makes stuff. We just buy their stuff. Like, I don't want to be part of that. I want to be a creator and add the value. So that's where this comes in. I'm adding my own things like magnets, maybe LEDs down the line. Tell me what you think I should add. I'm thinking about adding little Egyptian sarcophagus rooms inside some of these Millenium puzzles, like Atem, Yugi's alter ego spirit, might be living in one. You know, in the series, inside the Millenium Puzzle, Atem, which was the pharaoh's found out name, he had all these stairways and doorways that were locked because he didn't know who he was. And so I think that would be really cool to actually put inside one of these puzzles to take it that step further. I've always liked the Egyptian part of the series, the ancient artifacts, that type of archaeological thing going on. So I hope to do more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff inspired by that. I totally recommend watching, there's an initial Japanese series of Yu-Gi-Oh before like Konami had taken it over. And I forget what it's called, but it's like several episodes, maybe 12 or 13 or something. And it's more in the game roots. Yugi's being the king of games. He's great at these games. His grandpa owns a game shop. And the pharaoh spirit was kind of evil. It was kind of a dark thing, and people were getting wrapped up in these shadow games and getting killed pretty much. And I like those aspects of it. So anyways, tell me your thoughts. This is just my process. I got a lot of cool stuff coming. And here's my latest and greatest favorite one I've got going. Whoa. Pieces flying off.